Here's the big question. How do you apply? What is the process for applying to become an Ibn Khaldun Fellow? We have very clear criteria. The first one is that you have to be a Saudi Arabian citizen. You might be a Saudi Arabian citizen who is doing their PhD in the UK, in Australia, in the United States, but as long as your citizenship is Saudi Arabian, where you're getting your PhD does not matter. You have to have an excellent command of spoken and written English. All of the labs at MIT are English focused. Being able to eloquently communicate both verbally and in writing is essential for success here. You have to have a demonstrated ability to conduct research, 2 or more publications in peer-reviewed journals. You have to match with an MIT faculty who has current research in your area. And you have to have completed your PhD within 6 years before the program start date. If you are applying this year to come next year, you need to be sure that you have completed your PhD between September 1st, 2019 and August 31st, 2025. If you don't fall within that range, then you are ineligible to apply for the program. MIT only allows us to accept postdocs within 6 years of accomplishing their degree. And if you haven't finished your PhD, you of course can't come for a postdoctoral experience. What makes a strong application? One of the most important things that we are looking at in our applicants is finding out the impact that they have made. What is the clear contribution that you have made scientifically that benefits humanity? Even though you probably worked on a team as a researcher, none of us is alone in lab, it's important that you do your best to make clear what your specific contribution was to the field of science. Describe the impact of your current or recent research, your area of expertise, and then you also need to back up this impact through recommendations describing research outcomes and ability. I think one of the things that is often surprising for applicants is that the strongest applications are not necessarily from the highest, most important individual, right? So you might know the president of your university and you're like, oh, they're such a big name. I really need to get them to write a letter. But what matters more to us is that the people who are writing your letter can speak to the strengths of your research. So the best people to write the letter of recommendation for you are going to be people who are familiar with your research, can talk in detail about the work that you've done together, can talk about your experience in lab or collaborating with other people. A very holistic view of your success. This could be your faculty advisor, this could be a professor, a postdoc, a research scientist, somebody that you spent a lot of time collaborating with. But whoever your letters come from, the most valuable thing for us to know is what are your research outcomes, what are your ability, and what is the experience like for people who have specifically worked with you. In addition to being able to describe your past and current impact of research, we also want to know what it is that you hope to research. We want an organized plan for research of what you'd like to do at MIT. What impact are you hoping to make, and what faculty have the best research match with these goals? We're not looking for a fully developed research proposal. You have a word count, I think it's 500 words, but we want to know what it is you're passionate about, what it is that you think you want to research, how that research might vary depending on what faculty member you're matched with. Finding MIT faculty, you can refer to the faculty page on the IBK website to get an idea of faculty members that we've worked with, but it is by no means the full comprehensive list, right? Any faculty member at MIT conducting research in your field is somebody that we can reach out to as a potential connection. Search the MIT website, read some of the faculty's recent published papers to find out if they're a good match. The faculty who are reviewing your application are going to be looking for a clear plan of what you think you want to do in their labs. They want to know how working together might bring new knowledge or breakthroughs in your shared research field. So really be thinking about this as you are putting together your plan for research. The IBK deadline. So the application closes November 19th at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so Boston time. And you have to get 2 letters of recommendation, as stated previously, by people who can speak to your research accomplishments. And those are due December 2nd at 9 a.m. So you'll fill out the application form, provide your CV, your most significant publication, the one that is the greatest impact on the field, that most eloquently represents you as a researcher. And then you have to have 2 recommendation letters. So once you have submitted your IBK application, you will be brought to a new screen with a form to request letters from your faculty members or whoever it is that's going to be doing those letters. You'll be able to enter their name, their email, their affiliation. So if they're, with KSU or whomever, and then you need to click the green button that specifically says send email. If you don't click it, they're not going to get the invite. You can also bookmark this page on your internet browser to come back and see if your recommenders have uploaded their letters at a later point. Once you've submitted, the general timeline is that in December, the Ibn Khaldun team, myself, Dorothy, Professor Kamal, and MIT faculty members will review your applications. The CACS team also reviews all of the applications. So your application will be reviewed both in the US and in Saudi Arabia by our sponsor. In January, we make decisions about top candidates and we invite them for video interviews that take place with both the IBK team and the CACS team present. In February, we give acceptance or feedback letters. So if you apply and you don't get the opportunity to come, but you're looking for feedback because you're only in your first year out of your PhD and you think you want to apply again next year, you get the opportunity to ask us for feedback and we'll be more than happy to provide that. In March through May, all of our accepted fellows meet with potential faculty. So Dorothy and I independently reach out to the MIT faculty that you're interested in working with. We set that up, we give you the opportunity to connect, and then your lab matching decisions will be made. So we help assist you with all of the placement and in all of the faculty connections once you've been accepted to the program. Once you've decided that you want to work with a faculty member, that faculty member has decided they want to work with you, then we start the visa and MIT appointment process for all of our fellows to then arrive in September and get to know their lab at MIT.